And Booker kicks tonight. And stolen by Butler. Over to the left wing. From deep, Rose. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Here's Warren. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. Well, T.J. Warren had a very interesting start to his NBA career. Spent most of the first half in the D-League. In the second half, Clark, he finally got some minutes and really provided a spark.
Yeah, you know, he doesn't have great range on his jumper right now, and he's not an elite ball handler, but he's one of the best cutters in the game. Moves well without the ball, so I think his future is bright nonetheless.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gasol. Mirotic comes in for Butler. And it's Brooks in for Derrick Rose.
No other way to put it, just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Warren, good.
And talking about TJ, guys, he put up a few interesting numbers towards the end of last season. Shot 64% from the field in March. Had 18 points in one game, 17 in another. The last game of the year, he chips in with 6 assists. So now it's up to him to put it all together on a more consistent basis.
Mirotic gets the bucket.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Booker the pass to Len. 20 feet out. Kept alive. Out tonight. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. The dish to Len. Down low, a second chance effort. Got that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Brandon Knight.
And, you know, getting back to TJ, yes, he needs to improve his shooting range, but what I'd like to see are major improvements on defense. I mean, he shows active hands when he's near the ball, but he can also be a bit lazy as a defender and gambles and reaches too much. That won't get it done at this level.
Here's Mirotic. No good on the three. The Suns have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. It's Knight with the drive, and they're unable to get the tying basket there. Here's Moore. Out to Brooks. Goes back up. That's good.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside, and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Suns trail by 4. Outside Knight. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
And guys, what a strange rookie campaign for Dougie McBuckets. I mean, he entered the draft as a polished sharpshooter. The Bulls traded up in the first round to get him, and he ended up playing 9 minutes a game over the course of last season.
Portis, he's checked in for Chicago. Justin Holiday comes in for Ejuan Moore. Now here's Booker. Brooks covering. Just 5 to shoot. Nice move. No good from Booker. And on the topic of Doug McDermott, one of the most decorated college players in recent history. And Clark, you called a lot of his games.
Yeah, enjoyed watching him play, and I still think he has a bright future. Just never found any real rhythm. Averaged only 3 points a game, but he didn't get much playing time. So look for him to bounce back in the years going forward.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. It's going to go on Nikola Mirotic. The Suns have had 15 tries at the line. They've made 10. For a franchise that had so much success under his tenure, there was sure a lot of friction with Tom Thibodeau, and the Bulls front office surprised a lot of people, I know, including yourself.
Yeah, you know, it's not something that you see often, a winning coach at odds with his GM and president. With how often their differences came up, though, you knew something was afoot.
Phoenix making some changes. John Lure comes in for Mirza Teletovic, and it's Archie Goodwin in for Knight.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Warren.
And with Thibs, he did end up getting fired from the Bulls this past season. Some saw it coming, but still, I think surprising given the level of success he had. His imprint is all over this Bulls team and the way they approach the game.
Here's Mirotic. That one wide left.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be, he's not making that one.
Feeds it to Noah, dishes it to Brooks. And again, Chicago, no good.
And when you look at how Thibs got fired, I mean, there are a lot of reasons why a coach can be let go. I mean, he didn't have any performance issues, but apparently clashed in some form or fashion with the front office. Sometimes that's all it takes to be asked to go somewhere else.
Now here is Holiday. He's guarded closely. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Alex Len picks one up.
And one thing that Phoenix had for them last season was depth. A very good bench, and they provided a good scoring punch when called upon.
And he makes the first. Well, Phoenix did have a strong bench, best scoring bench in the NBA in terms, Clark, of points per minute play.
Yeah, and you know, it really helped them, that bench strength, keep the pace of the game up. They were third in the league in fast break points last year.
Goodness, good.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Clearly, they've been outclassed in the paint, really at both ends of the floor.
There's the pick. Brooks kicks it to Noah. Offensive rebound. Here's Portis, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. This is his first free throw of the game. First free throw is good. What a year for the Suns in terms of transactions. Started the season with Dragic and Thomas on the roster and moved them both, Clark, at the deadline.
And, you know, most folks saw the Dragic trade coming after his disagreements with the team. The Thomas trade was a bit of a surprise, though.
Booker in the post. Brooks covering. And there's the pass to Goodwin. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And the dunk by Len.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Shoots it up. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
And as you said, the Suns made a flurry of deals at the deadline. You knew they would move one guard, but ended up moving two, brought back one as well.
Here's Lure. Shot is off. Great defense that time from Noah. Bulls trail by 3. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Portis, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Portis has got 4 points this quarter. Phoenix has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Here's Len, and that one is stuffed right through.
Now that's the way it's done. Take it up high and throw it down with everything you got.
That's right. Clark, he was not going to take the soft approach on that drive.
I would certainly hope not. I mean, you get that kind of opportunity with little resistance from the defense, you got to take it.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Phoenix ahead. They lead by 3. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Gentlemen, I'm here with Brandon Knight. And Brandon, how do you break down this game so far and what you guys need to do in the second half?
You know, we're moving the ball really well right now and, you know, really finding an open man. So, you know, I got to congratulate my team in the first half just on, you know, moving the ball and really playing unselfish. And but the main thing is getting stops, and it's going to come down to getting stops.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And an exhilarating first half, to be sure. The first half was all about Brandon Knight. He had 16 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to...
It's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
Complete domination. What a game for Knight. He's got 16 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Tipping off the second half, here's Fred Hoiberg's 5. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Butler teams with Dunleavy on the perimeter, and it's Rose in at the point.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Now here's Booker. He's covered by Rose.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Butler lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Butler's got 9. Suns leading by 3. And Booker kicks to Warren. Good D by Gasol.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside. And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Chicago's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Rose kicks to Gasol. Gasol setting the pick for Butler. Boom, he jams it straight down. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire. Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
You're terrible, Phoenix.
And the Suns call time here.
You know, Jimmy Butler is one of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was an infant. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles and adversity go on, yet he's made it and made it big.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Bledsoe dishes to Chandler. From deep. Phoenix no good that time either. The Bulls have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Good-looking screen by Gasol. And it's Rose penetrating and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting. Suns trail by 3. Here's Bledsoe. Can they get it? Rebounded by Rose.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Outside Butler, wide open look. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Chandler's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Knight, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blown. And the foul goes against Chicago. And sometimes it feels like Brandon Knight is the Rodney Dangerfield of the NBA. The poor guy just doesn't get much respect.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. Through the end of last season, he'd already been on 3 teams in 5 years. On one hand, it may be disrespectful, but teams recognize his ability, too.
Rose kicks to Gasol. Outside Butler. In the corner, Gibson with it. Tyson Chandler pulls it in. Chandler's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And on the topic of Brandon Knight, you have to wonder why he's been traded around so much. I mean, it wasn't due to a slow start because he made the All-NBA rookie first team. He's smart, has a strong work ethic, proved himself to be a clutch shooter in college, the kind of guy you normally wouldn't think about dealing for someone else.
Rose kicks to Gasol.